What's going on, gang? We are back. It's been a minute, but we're back. At least your old pal Uncle and Devin are. Taylor is on daddy duty as a good dad should be. So, anything going on? Oh, I don't know. Superman sneak peek, 5 minutes or thereabouts is out. I got to be honest, I didn't think they were going to release this because I had been hearing that this was only going to be in front of the Minecraft movie, which comes out this weekend.
I hadn't heard any of this. I must have been under a rock.
I heard it was going to be attached to the beginning of Minecraft, and then they showed it at CinemaCon this week. And now it's online. There's probably a perfectly good explanation that has nothing to do with the fact that the Minecraft movie is not getting good reviews. And that
surprised?
there may not be, as much like excitement for Superman as they want to drive people to the theater to see the sneak peek and maybe stay for Minecraft. I think it's a good move that they released this online. So, Devin, are you ready to watch this?
I am.
All right, hey, you know what? Uncle is ready with technology, and I'm sure this is going to work. I'm sure it's going to be fine.
Stop! 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 Crypto, take me home. Home. Crypto. Home.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
No need to thank us, sir, as we will not appreciate it. We have no consciousness whatsoever. Merely automatons here to serve. Meet 12. She's new.
Oh, he looked at me.
14 fractured bones.
Damage to bladder, kidney, large intestine, lungs.
With a healthy dose of yellow sun, we'll have you up and at 'em in no time.
Level 4?
292 times Saharan Prime, please, one.
He's back.
Superman. Okay, you go first.
I mean, it looks cool, but the thing that made the Dark Knight, what did they call it?
Preview?
Well, not the preview, but the
Yeah. Prologue.
yeah, they released that, right? And the thing that made that work was, first of all, it was exciting because it's a bank heist, and then there's a big reveal at the end. You know, it was the Joker.
That's true.
Yeah, and so this just feels like, oh, okay. Well, I saw that. It looks great. Kind of gives the tone of the movie. Definitely feels way more like closer to the Richard Donner stuff than certainly the Zack Snyder stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. Doesn't increase my excitement for it. It stayed the same.
That's the thing. That's the thing. When I saw the Dark Knight prologue,
there it is.
and when Heath Ledger says the line, "What doesn't kill you makes you," pulls the mask off and says "stranger."
Right.
I mean, you're just like, whoa.
Yeah.
Even though you'd seen promotional images of him, to see him on a screen, period, and hear the way he sounded, see the way he moved, all that, it was really something. And I say what I'm about to say as a Superman fan. I even got this in anticipation of when we were doing something for this movie. We covered how much I'm a fan in the teaser reaction. But there's obviously a lot of all-star Superman in this with the droids at the Fortress of Solitude and all that. It doesn't increase my excitement for it either. It just
because nothing happened.
Right.
It could have been the beginning of a trailer.
We're 99 days away from this being released. If July 11th is still the release day, okay. We've had one teaser trailer, and now this that had a mini trailer at the end of it. Okay, what's happened to Superman? He crash lands, which, by the way, you kind of already took away that surprise in the teaser. But
yeah, that's
whatever.
the thing. Half of it was already in the trailer in the first place.
Yeah. So the crash landing and, oh, he's injured. The reveal of Crypto and the take me home thing and that kind of moment of, oh, that he's a good boy, the dog, right? That whole moment is still kind of there, but you've already given that payoff in your teaser. Also, you kind of see maybe some of the tone that will be there when there's, hey, what's about to happen moments. But I laughed loud, obviously, when Crypto jumps on him, because that's what a dog does.
100%.
Yeah. You speak from experience. When the dog is happy to see his owner, his, dad, mom, whatever. And that's fun. That's great. But you just took all the tension of what's happened to Superman and is he okay, and you threw it away like Marvel does. You completely got rid of that tension. Is he okay? What happened to him? What are they going to do to fix him? Because we know from the teaser he tells Crypto to take him home. So it was super. I I liked it, but also as soon as I saw it happen, I thought, oh, well, there's that Marvel thing where we build up something that you want the audience to be intrigued by and be invested in, and you break it with going for a laugh or something cute.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I would even submit that it's not, I mean, you got to remember that James Gunn was a part of Marvel.
Yeah.
So, and he made, like, see this being very similar to the tone of Guardians, especially the first one. And
which I like Guardians a whole lot.
yeah, that's fine. That's totally cool. And I think that's a really good tone for a Superman movie. I think it's a really good. Don't make that my Batman movie, but
yeah,
I think it's a good tone for a Superman movie, especially if it's something that I'm even going to consider taking my son to see. And it's more about this just not building anticipation. Kind of I think it also speaks to the brilliance of Christopher Nolan, knowing how to build that in like 5 minutes, and just leave you wanting to see the whole movie.
And you know what? I may be too harsh on the breaking of the tone with the dog, because if you take your son to see that moment, he's going to love that moment. Mm-hmm. Right. And the moment of telling the droid thank you and meeting the new one and all of that, all that was fine. I thought all that was fine. I thought how they repaired him. I would like to know why did it messed him up so bad. But if the movie starts that way and then they do 2 weeks earlier or something like that, like a J.J. Abrams thing. I feel like I'm being too cynical. I'm sorry. Maybe it's the glasses.
No.
See the glasses in Superman? You know who I am?
I do think that James Gunn is a better storyteller than J.J. Abrams. I think he's a better storyteller. He's definitely a better storyteller than Zack Snyder. Is he a better storyteller?
Case is a better storyteller than Zack Snyder. Sorry.
I mean, when it takes you 4 hours to tell a good story, there's a problem.
Yeah.
But is he a Christopher Nolan storyteller? No, but a lot of people aren't. And I say that as I'm not a guy that Christopher Nolan can do no wrong in my eyes, but I am very much a fan of his. I think he makes awesome movies. I think he's an amazing storyteller, and he's brought complicated subjects to the masses and made it enjoyable. That's something. You know?
I thought it was fine. Mm-hmm. I thought it was fine. I am super concerned though, and I don't want to be concerned. I want this to do well. I have been wanting a Superman movie to do well since Superman 2, and that was what, 80 or 81? All right, I saw that in theaters. He wasn't alive. Oh yeah. I saw Superman 2 in theaters.
Oh wow. Were you disappointed when you saw it? Or did you just think it was awesome because you were a kid?
I thought as a kid it was maybe the greatest thing ever. But no, I thought it was amazing. And I've been waiting, honestly, ever since then for a Superman movie that captures... Nothing's going to be the 78 Donner Superman again. Nothing. We need to stop looking. It
was a
for
moment
that.
in time. You know what I mean? Like
it absolutely was. Richard Donner caught lightning in a bottle with how he cast the movie, how he had, what's the guy's name? Jeffrey Unsworth, the director of photography, and the lighting that was used. Boy, I cannot believe I still remember that dude's name. I think I got it right. The music that John Williams put in the movie, Marlon Brando as Jor-El, how they got Tom Mankiewicz, or however you say his last name, to really put the story together that we saw on screen in spite of all the other writers. He really brought it to life. All of that stuff will never happen again. And I wanted Superman Returns to be good. It was not.
Oh,
I wanted Man of Steel to be good, and it was okay. I really wanted that movie to be good to the point that after I saw it, I was like, no, that was good.
Yeah.
And it's just okay. And I really want this to be good. And it's already hurt me because of the suit. We talked about that the other time.
Right.
The pajamas. But I don't know that other people are really excited about this movie. I don't know that there's a ton of buzz for this movie, and I don't know that this is going to help that because it's okay. So anyway,
Yeah, and I think, we've seen Superman on screen so many times. And, I know we've seen Batman a lot, but they've always saved Batman for the big screen, right? But we have a lot of TV shows about Superman as well. I think that's that's a mistake. I think they should have held to the Batman thing where Batman's never seen on TV. They should keep their big superheroes for the big screen. And
now I thought the Superman and Lois TV show was actually really good. I thought they did a good job.
But it's still,
with that.
it's like it's
still
just
a
you've seen
CW
it a lot. Yeah, it's still
Yeah.
a CW show, and it's still something you've seen time after time, and it's hard to get excited about one of 50, including TV shows. I mean, I'm just throwing a number out. I don't actually think there's 50.
Also, honestly, except for the Superman and Lois TV show, which again, I thought was really good. I really liked how Tyler, I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
I'm not even going to try.
Hochin? I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's a good try.
I'm very sorry. Like he's going to see this. I thought he did a great job as Clark in Superman. And I cannot remember the actress's name who played Lois, but I thought she did a great job. And
I know her first name's Bitsy.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I thought they had a good story arc. I thought they closed out the series really well. I hate that it got canceled the way it did, but man, I thought it was really good. But you're right; it kind of takes the mystique away, and it kind of takes away the hunger for that audiences
It's a
might
really
have.
good way to put it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you've already had that, and a lot of people enjoyed it, and actually, so you've taken away Henry Cavill from a lot of people who liked Henry Cavill, and now you've taken away Superman and Lois from an audience that really liked Superman and Lois. So you've not done that with a concrete promise of something greater. And you certainly haven't taken what people liked before and said, we're going to take this and we're going to put it on the big screen and it's going to be amazing. You said, nope, none of this. I know you like that, but none of this. I've got something better. He's in his pajamas right now. And oh, by the way, there is a scene in the movie where something horrible is going on with the city right outside the window, but Superman is in a chair leaning up to Lois like, do you want to watch Netflix when I get back? I mean, I really
Better
thought
go
that.
before traffic gets bad.
Yeah, he's like, man, there's going to be so much to clean up after this big thing blows up a couple things, but I'll get it. Don't worry. I haven't seen the next episode of Reacher. If you want to watch that when I get back. And she's like, sure. Anyway, I think that's unfair, but that's the kind of feeling I get when he's sitting up. Maybe it'll make sense in the context of the movie. I sure hope it does, but I don't think there's a big hunger for this. And I think
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, please.
I think you're hitting on a bigger thing too. First of all, let me just say, I think the movie's going to be really good. I think James Gunn is going to give us. We've seen his Guardian movies. We know he's a good filmmaker. Peacemaker is not for young people, but it was well done. Suicide Squad was not for young people, but it was good. It was well done. Yeah. And it's going to have that kind of tone. Think about Suicide Squad. Think about Guardians of the Galaxy. It's going to have that tone. And for a Superman movie, I'm A-okay with that.
I am too.
But
sorry,
the hunger thing. I think it's not superhero fatigue like some people say. I think I think it's just the fact that back in like 2010, everybody was so hungry for good comic book movies because they didn't really exist. And then Christopher Nolan,
he did that in
except for-
2005. He did Batman Begins in 2005.
Well, you had the first Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was good, and everybody's like, "Oh, okay, well, so you can do a cool comic book movie." And then Christopher Nolan comes along and shows everybody that not only can they be good, you can win Academy Awards for it. You know?
Yeah.
And then Marvel comes along, and you got Iron Man, and it's awesome, and they
So
build a
good.
world. Yeah, they build a world unlike it's ever been done before. But now with as much content as they flooded the market with, and Warner Brothers making the poor decision to try to keep up with it, and then also flooding
The worst decision.
TV with all of their TV shows, it's not that people don't like it. The hunger's just not there. So you're not going to have people lining up around the corner at midnight to see a midnight showing. Like, it's not going to happen.
Yeah. Especially when they start Thursday showings now at like 2 or something like that.
Right.
But I do think he has, like you said, probably put together a good Superman movie. And I think he's probably built characters that people will really like. I think the rumors of the recent screening for the surprise screening that were done for some fans. I lived through The Flash, and I saw all the articles about the Flash screening and how it was emotional and exciting and amazing and all these things. And it was so great. And it was the best. James Gunn said it was the best superhero movie he'd ever seen. And then I saw it.
He did say that, didn't he?
He did. And, and I remember seeing it, and it was, when my wife and I saw it, we were like, hey, that wouldn't, we didn't hate it, but it certainly was a big letdown from what we thought it was going to be. And I think things like that, in recent years, that's happened both in DC and in Marvel. It's just been one disappointing thing after another. For me, Marvel has chased a message that nobody wanted, and they suffered for that. And DC has just not known what to do. DC and Warner Brothers they haven't known what to do. I do think James Gunn and Peter Safran have a better vision, a more cohesive vision than Warner Brothers has had in the past with DC movies. And I do think he's going to turn out a good movie. I just don't think people are really to reuse what I've already said, really hungry for this to drive the box office to be what it's going to need to be to make this pay off for future movies.
If it gets a huge Rotten Tomato score or something, I think it could do really well. If it's anything subpar, we're talking like if it's 75, 80, it's not gonna, and I'm not saying Rotten Tomatoes doesn't have the pull that it used to, but people still kind of use it it's a good barometer for, am I using that word right? For buzz.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if something's getting like high, like upper 90s, it's got a lot of buzz. And so people are going to go see it.
Yeah. There may not be a ton of buzz as I would like for this, but in its favor, folks like us are doing these reaction videos, and folks like you are watching these reaction videos. So there's at least this interest. And I know that I'll be there probably day one to see it because, I'm excited for it. And I'm hoping for the best. And I was hoping that this sneak peek would really give me that, okay. All right. Forget that I don't like the suit. That
when it was over, I was like, oh, okay, that's it? Okay.
Yeah, when he starts yelling. But then they show him saving that little girl. I'm like, do a sneak peek of that. Why are you not taking that moment where he snaps that poor girl's neck? No, he doesn't. Where he saves that little girl and like give us that action set piece a little bit. Maybe you don't want to spoil it. I understand. 99 days. I want you to build buzz for a movie that I really would like to succeed. I don't want it to fail, and I'm not predicting that it will. But one teaser, one sneak peek that doesn't really do a ton to build buzz. And do you have anything for the next trailer? Do you have anything that's going to build excitement for the movie? I hope so. I hope in the next few, to finish out this quarter, I really hope that they kick it into high gear and do things that really just crank up the excitement for this movie so it can succeed. And I can have a Superman franchise that actually works for the first time in, almost 50 years. But anyway, Devin, anything else?
No.
Cool. Hey, thanks for joining us for this reaction. What did you think? Comment below. Let us know what you thought. Let us know if I'm being too harsh. Also, check out livebearded.com. Use promo code UNCLE for 10% off all your purchases. Man, it'll take care of your beard. And if you've got a beard, mustache, no matter what size beard you got, you need Live Bearded. And I really am thankful for them. So thanks for joining us. If you're still with us, thanks. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're growing this channel now that we're back. Anyway, that's Devin. I'm Uncle. See you, gang.